Hello everyone, this is Estefania. Welcome back to my little channel called Rustic Olive. If you hear an echo, it's because I'm recording elsewhere than my usual place, so I apologize for that. Today's topic is going to be on House of Bo. So, I was mindlessly scrolling through Saks Fifth Avenue's website, looking at all their new fragrances and stuff, and looking at anything new that would capture my eye. And I came across these pretty looking bottles virtually, and I clicked on it as a curious person I am. And I started reading through the notes on all of them. I'm like, I've never heard of this house. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna further investigate. And I went onto their actual website from the House of Bo, and I saw that they had like a little 3 sample discovery sample set. I didn't even think about it twice. You got my money quick. I got the samples really quickly. I think they shipped out of Miami. It arrived in California quite quick. I want to say like maybe 4 days after it actually shipped. I don't know. It felt quick. And the samples came like this in these cute little paper containments with a little vial inside. So yeah, it came like this, and I tried them all first on tissue paper just to kind of get a sense of what type of fragrance it was. And right away, Agua de Santos, the 3 fragrances are Agua de Santos, Espíritu, and La Mar. So the one that I tried on the tissue that I liked the most from initial spray was Agua de Santos, which is kind of ironic because that was like the most citrusy one. That was like a citrusy aromatic fragrance. But right away, it reminded me a lot of Neroli Portofino from Tom Ford. However, I liked Agua de Santos much more. And I would probably buy that one over the other one for sure. Even though I think it's the same perfumer. Very similar. But I liked Agua de Santos much more. The Neroli was more toned down. It was like a citrusy aromatic, like it had lavender in there. Really, really pretty. That was the one that I liked the most at initial like tissue spray. On skin, it developed into a different story. Not that fragrance itself. I'm saying like my like for one over the other. So on skin, I tried La Mar, and right away it just reminded me of like a watery, salty white floral. Like jasmine-y, really, really, really pretty. I remember like that sample, like, oh my god, it's so good. Super sexy, like it felt sexy, you know? It wasn't just like your cute white floral with like amber. It was like a sophisticated, airy, watery, salty, white floral, beautiful. And then the third little sample was Espíritu. Espíritu was the one that I was like, you're different. I don't know what I feel about you. But then as the day went on and I was like smelling the sample, that was the one out of the 3 that I kept looking for. That was the uniqueness of that fragrance was ridiculous. That one leaned a little bit more masculine, but I wanted it so bad. I'm like, this smells so beep sexy. It was just so good. I just kept looking for it and looking for it. So what I'm saying is that on my skin, Espíritu was the one that I liked the most. Okay. So then I thought like La Mar was like the more likable one because I'm starting to get into like white florals and all of that and like expanding my palette, if you can say. So I was like in a dilemma. Okay, I want a full bottle of one of them. Which one should I get? So I was thinking about it. I couldn't decide. I bought La Mar first, actually. And then the moment I hit the buy button, I'm like, why did I do that? Like, I loved how Espíritu smelled on my skin. So then like 15 minutes later, I bought both. So here they are. I splurged. This was one of those love at first sniffs. Like, I need you in my life. I love you. I want you forever. So let's talk about La Mar first. So more in depth, I have this one on this hand. This is like a super sexy white floral. It's sweet closer to the skin, and further away you get like kind of like an aquatic smell, like an ocean breeze when you kind of still smell the salt from the ocean, and then there's like flower bushes in the background. I went to Santa Barbara up in California, and this just kind of reminds me of that day. It was for Easter. There was like jasmines in the parking lot, like little jasmine bushes, and there was just like an oceanic breeze, and it was just like, it's that captivated here, you know? It's like ocean, it's white florals, just a good relaxed fragrance. It's not super dense, it's not super light, it's perfect. I wore that one to an office yesterday, and my friend who's actually pregnant, she commented on how good it smells. She's like, your perfume smells really good today. She's like, it's not too strong, but she still smelled it. So that means you can still smell it, but it's just not gonna be overwhelming for like an office environment. And she's pregnant, so like her senses are enhanced right now. She's like been extremely sensitive to like a lot of things, smell, food, etc. But let's leave that to the side a little bit. The point is that even she found my fragrance to be really likable. So yes, La Mar is definitely in my collection for a really long time. I really like this. I've worn this quite a bit. I mean, you can't really tell. I mean, since I got it, that's quite a lot. I've worn it probably like 3 times since I received it in the mail. So now let's move on to Espíritu. Espíritu. This one was a toughie for me to describe because, like I said, in the beginning, I'm like, you're different. But then this was the one that was like grabbing my attention the most. There's something magnetic about it. There's something about you, I know, but I'm not sure what it is. And I want to read the notes on this one right now while we're at it. Actually, let me read La Mar first, just so we can finish that one off. I'm sorry about that. So this one says, a solar and floral essence. The box comes like this. It says, top notes, grapefruit, seawater, heart, Arabian jasmine, Madagascar pepper, base, coconut, and almond milk. So that one is for La Mar. So, Espíritu. The official notes on this one, it says, a woody scent with a daring leather touch. The top is osmanthus, clary sage. The heart is iris, tobacco leaves. The base is Mexican oak wood and leather. This isn't your typical leather fragrance. I don't get the leather that I get from other like leather prominent fragrances. This is sweet. This is like sexy. This is like masculine. There's something super captivating about this one that I like. It's hard for me to really describe this one to you. But the way that I sense this fragrance is like kind of like when you're hanging out with someone that you really love, okay? And you're with them the entire day, and they have like the sexy masculine fragrance on. You're with them the entire day, and you guys are hugging, you're walking, holding hands, like everything is just like a beautiful, chill day. At the end of the day, you both go your separate ways. Yet you still have their fragrance on you from them. I feel like that's kind of what I get with Espíritu. It's like, and it's funny, it's called Spirit. Now that I think about it, it's like their essence is still with you. Like you still smell their perfume on you, where you're still smelling that sexiness, but you're not the one that sprayed it on, if that makes sense. It's just like, it's airy, it's seductive. There's something so beautiful about it. It's like masculine. And there's not a note that I can pick out in it. And this one is baffling me. And to this day, like, it is an aromatic. I do feel like it's aromatic in the sense that like there are some herbally touches in there. But I can't tell you it's this. I can't tell you it's leather. I can't. It's just super well blended. It's something extremely unique to my nose. And maybe someone that has more fragrance experience or has experienced more masculine fragrance might find something similar to this. But to me, this is extremely unique. And it's airy and it's not too dense. It's perfect. I think both of these are perfect for any type of occasion. Something romantic, something casual, going out, having fun, a date, office. Like, it's extremely versatile because it's not too dense, not too light. They're just perfect. On my dry skin, they last the entire day. So a funny story about Espíritu, okay? When I received this one in the mail, I had sprayed the remainder of the sample all over. I'm like, oh, I want to smell like this today. And then when I received it in the mail, I put more on, like I sprayed more on. Whatever, my day went by. This was like midday whenever the dude dropped off the package. And like I was here doing my stuff. I went to the store to like run an errand really quick. And when I went to go pay, the girl was like, this is gonna sound really weird. She's like, but you smell really good. And she kind of just like stopped in her tracks because she realized like she probably felt kind of weird telling a stranger this, but I'm like, oh, it's not weird, no worries. And she's like, yeah, it was like the moment you walked up to the register, she's like, I just got like this really nice smell. I'm like, yeah, and in my head, I'm like, I just got this one in. I'm like, yeah, it's probably just my perfume. And I tried smelling it on me, but I guess I had just gotten used to it. I couldn't smell it as much anymore, but she was able to smell it. And I mean, it's quite a distance, you know? So that was pretty cool. People can smell it. It's not super dense. They're very sexy fragrances or like sophisticated fragrances. Like, I wish I looked like their models that they use, but I don't. But anyways, it just gives you that essence that you feel good, you're in a good moment in your life. They're just like feel good fragrances, if that makes sense. I'm super happy these are in my collection. Like, if I was to get rid of half of my collection, I'd be okay with keeping these. And like I said, when I'm not poor anymore, I'll buy the other one. I'll buy Agua de Santos. But so far, I'm really enjoying these. I'm super happy with them. Maybe I'll buy Agua de Santos for my mom because she likes citrus, but that's where we're at. This is the House of Beau. I'm super happy they're in my collection, and I'm excited for anything else that they come out with. Well, yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.